Hey, welcome to the conversation that's as diverse as the dogs that we adore. This is Gun Dogs and Guard Dogs, ultimate podcast dedicated to talking sense about dogs with Les Graham and Ross McCarthy. They work with all breeds of dog, but one specialises in gun dogs and the other prefers guard dogs. No flashy trends or social media hype here, just tried and true knowledge that stands the test of time. They bring you valuable insights and honest conversations about the social predator you share your home with. So here we go. About 45 minutes of gun dogs, guard dogs, good dogs, some maybe not so good dogs, and a dash of gossip.
Good day, Mrs. Graham.
Good day. How are you?
I'm all right. It's just me and you today, isn't it? Which will be probably a huge disappointment for people because we've had some really cool guests. And we've got some really cool guests coming up as well.
Well, we've had some really cool guests and we're both really tired because, Monday morning, really tired.
It is Monday. Monday morning recording for Friday afternoon release.
Indeed. So, you had an interesting weekend, didn't you, with driving around London?
I don't think interesting was... No, I was really frustrated actually because I had an appointment in the city and Piccadilly was closed, so which is fine. So little detour. Parliament Square was closed. There's a diversion set up, and it just takes you round and round and round, looping back on yourself constantly.
Right.
So I was out for 2 hours driving around London and came home without seeing my client. So that was all ridiculous.
So when are you going to go and see them?
Well, they've got a place in Surrey as well, so I might just go down there. Might be easier.
Oh, that might be easier. It'll be certainly nicer drive, huh?
Yes, London has its benefits and drawbacks, doesn't it? The traffic being one. Well, the traffic and the cost and all that is one of them for sure. So yeah, that's it. And you've been away teaching for 4 days, haven't you?
That's
why
teaching
you're tired.
For 4 days. Come back shattered. Yeah.
Yeah, hard work. Where were you? Local?
Through at the Crutherland, which is like 45 minutes away. But I drive every day. I don't stay.
Was it 45 minutes?
45 minutes each way. Yeah.
That's all right, isn't it?
It's not bad.
All your delegates stay, I presume, up in Bonnie, Scotland.
Yeah. They all stay at the Crutherland, and I don't. I get out of there.
Yeah, no, it's nice, isn't it?
No,
well, it's nice if you can get home, isn't it?
It is, and it's really funny. Kenny was like, the dogs have really missed you. I said, oh, you haven't. The dogs they'd really missed me when I came home last night. Emrys had enough. I was like saying hello to him, and he started barking at me. It's like, okay, you've really missed me.
Oh wow! Oh yeah. Oh, so you left them at home, did you? That's nice.
Yeah, Kenny was working from home, so he looked after them.
Oh,
I said to him, Phelan's walking really lovely on a loose lead. You're not walking him. Just play with him in the garden. Don't walk him. Oh,
no, that's fair enough, isn't it?
Yes, I walked them on the night time when I got home, and because it's not late nights now, so
yeah,
I just pootled with Phelan. But then last night I took all of them out over the hill, so it was lovely.
Over the hills and far away.
Over the hills and far away, scattering all the bunnies. It's bunny heaven out there. Honestly, I went out this morning and I thought, this is getting worse. There's 2 ducks on the field. There must have been about 20 bunnies.
Oh wow. Like some Disney film.
Watership Down, huh? No.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot, but it's funny. You'll go out in the morning and they'll be sitting in the middle of the road.
What, little rabbits?
Yeah, little bunnies. It's like, really, have you got a death wish? 3 dogs?
Oh wow, no, we don't. I don't have so many rabbits. I haven't noticed any this year, not yet.
Oh man, there's loads. We went out the other day and I put a video up of it. Went on the field, Emrys froze, started shaking. It's like, what's he looking at? And then over the rough grass, over the little brook, halfway up the hill on the white grass, was a black rabbit.
Oh, black rabbit.
Rabbit, you'd seen it, yeah. The little rabbit was just sitting there cleaning itself.
How was it?
It was having a meltdown. Yeah.
Oh, they're sweet little things, aren't
Yeah, Emrys loves them.
they? Yeah. No, we have quite a lot of squirrels. They're just starting to pop up.
Yeah, we'll have squirrels, have deer, have lots of rabbits.
Mm.
Lots of rabbits.
Yeah, we don't have deer, but we do have lots of foxes.
Mm.
Foxes all over the place. They're so funny. They would just literally walk past you in the street.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and they'll sit up on my office outside, and yeah, they're quite. I had one. I don't know if I told you before. I've got, at the side of the house, I've got just a covered area, just
It's like a
like
lean-to thing, isn't it?
yeah. I wouldn't have called it a lean-to because that sounds grim, doesn't it? But it's just round the side. It's like a covered
I know they sprayed my hot chocolate everywhere.
bloody lean-to. It's not. It's just a. It's
Okay, it's not a lean-to. It's
it's just
like
a covered area.
an open conservatory on the side of your house.
It,
It just lean-to. It's a very nice lean-to.
it's not even a. It's just a roof on a corridor, really. Anyway,
Sorry, it's like a corridor.
the covered pathway.
A covered path. There you go. Your covered path anyway.
Anyway, so out there, so it's got a clear roof on it, and the dogs were out there going. They went, like obviously dogs have different barks, as we know. The dogs went absolutely bonkers. I thought, Jesus Christ.
Really?
Yeah, and so I went out there round the side, and they were like up at the wall,
Uh-huh.
barking at the fox that was asleep on this clear thing. The fox didn't move. I thought it was dead. I thought it must be
So
dead.
it just climbed up and it was just lying in the sun on
It was
your
just
lean-to.
it was asleep on my covered pathway. And yeah, the dogs were going berserk underneath it. Three Rottweilers jumping about, barking.
God.
And it just laid there, and I thought, well, it must be dead. What the hell am I going to do with that now? I've got a dead fox on the roof. But no, it'd gone later on. But no, you think it'd run, wouldn't you? But
Yeah.
no,
They're
that,
really I can remember years ago when they first really started coming into towns because there was the baby bit, wasn't there? Do you remember?
yeah, and I think it was Camden or Islington. The fox came through the window and bit the baby.
The baby, and they were saying, oh no, it must have been the dog because foxes won't come into town, blah 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 blah, and now they're everywhere.
Yeah, and I think they I don't know, lost that thought.
We'll get them occasionally. We'll see them not in the street, but we'll see them like on if we turn right out of the street, you see them sometimes in the fields there.
Yeah.
Um, but the field where I walk, like the track that I walk, there's a badger set in it, and then there's another badger set halfway up the hill as well.
Oh wow, I haven't seen a badger for years. Well, they don't come
I
out.
I wouldn't want to see a badger,
No, not up
not when
close.
I'm out with the dogs.
No.
They're really aggressive.
Mm.
They're really aggressive and really territorial.
Yeah. Well, luckily they only come out at night, don't they?
Mhm.
But we have the foxes here. Like, we've got a better food source, haven't we, than you? Like babies' nappies and stuff. They like to rip out the trash and
Yeah,
put over the street and things like that.
they're disgusting.
And they poo on the move. They poo up the gate and think, you know what I mean? They just
Yeah,
poo where they like.
yeah, I don't like foxes.
No, they're very cute though. They are very cute.
They're very cute, but I remember when I was training to be riding instructor, turning up to a hen house that a fox had got in.
Oh yeah, I bet that was a mess.
It was a mess because the kill for fun. They're one of the animals that kill for fun, and like it took one chicken and maimed the rest. It just
Mm.
frenzy.
Yeah, they sometimes have a go for cats, don't they?
Oh, they'll kill a cat. Yeah,
Mm.
fox will kill a cat. The cat gets in the way.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how we got onto that.
No, I don't know either.
It's a rabbit.
Squirrels, squirrels and rabbits.
Squirrels and rabbits and foxes,
Mm.
yes, all these animals all
They're
over.
really irritating because that white tail, the kind of hop and then the flick the tail, and that's such a good contrast for a dog to chase.
I don't. It's weird. It's a weird evolutionary thing, isn't it, for
It,
an
it,
animal
it
to
it
have?
is
It's almost like a
prey.
yeah, a beacon for
Chase
yeah,
me.
yeah. Strange, isn't it? You think
Mm.
they'd have, blacktail or green or something blends in.
Or just the same color as
Camouflage.
the rest of their body.
Yeah. Mm, mm.
Oh, just funny.
Yeah, very strange trait that
Big
is.
prey animals, huh?
Mm.
Stick with predators, much more fun.
Yeah, more reliable.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Well,
horses are pretty reliable.
mm. Mind you, saying that, I have seen there's been lots of things on socials and the news, isn't there? Lots more dog attacks and things. Lots of stuff that's out and about at the moment with
Yeah.
horrible,
Mm.
horrible. Yeah, there's all over, all over the world, isn't it, really? Not
Mhm.
just in the UK. There's lots of things that I keep seeing.
That video, did I show I showed you it, did
Yes. That horrible one you show, yeah, you started showing.
golden retriever and the
Yeah,
husky. Hideous. Hideous.
yeah, it was hideous.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? No, I couldn't watch it. I told you to turn it off. Couldn't watch all.
Yeah, no, I couldn't watch all I didn't watch all of it because I didn't watch it right at the end because it started getting even worse and I
No,
had
I
to
didn't want to. No, I don't like it. Things like that, they stay with me. You know what I mean? They stay in my head. No,
I know we said we need to redo the DogSEE campaign, the put the camera down campaign, but I just think I don't know if I could cope sitting
no,
in front of the computer and pulling out videos of
no. Well, they're easy to find, that's for sure. But,
children being bit. There's a lot more, isn't there?
mm. Yeah, there's lots of. I mean, there's a few trainers, aren't there? Do it on the socials. They talk. They give their opinion on it. It just, parents being ridiculous with their children and their dogs.
Mm.
Really ridiculous. I saw a reel yesterday that someone had put together. It was a, a positive spin on it. Like these dogs guarding the baby,
Oh, for
and
God's sake.
they're ridiculous, aren't they? Got like, your staff is laying on your baby, and then some idiot, you know, well, parent poking the baby, and then the dog, I just think it's stupid people. What are you doing that for? Like on Instagram?
Yeah, you're putting your child at risk.
Yeah, idiots. Idiots
We did,
all
we did
around.
talk about that on the course over the weekend,
Yeah.
just a bit being being so responsible in your actions, like as an instructor, we need to be so responsible with our actions.
Hmm.
And what we put on social media, we will have to bear in mind that as a trainer, people copy you. They go, oh well, oh Ross has put a picture up of a kid with a dog, so it must be fine. So therefore, I'm going to do it. And you can't. You can't. You have to lead by example, don't you?
Mm. It's very difficult because we often end up talking about social media, don't we? But I mean, when we started our like fast track programs, I sort of thought in my mind, it was like, right, you know, we're educating these people from zero to hero sort of thing over a period of time, and therefore, you shouldn't have,
Yeah,
don't put pictures of your dogs on the sofas on your socials and things like that and whatever. But of course, people do, and
people
life
do.
goes on, and the more, we all have to keep finding content for social media. Do you know what I mean? It's so you do end up putting things on because you think, oh, I've got to put something on. But yes, no, you certainly don't need to be putting pictures of your kids laying on your dog, do you? Those things.
No, and it is finding. I mean, oh, that's just social media, isn't it? It just makes me go, oh,
It's really
no.
tiring.
It
Mm.
just, yeah, it's really tiring. You think you 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 have to put so much time into it. It just takes your time away from other things, doesn't it?
I put a reel up on maybe Friday last week, possibly, like sort of working from home, different bits of the
I
dogs.
saw that. I thought that was good.
Yeah, but I mean that took like, and I used like old, I went through and pulled bits of footage out of my phone and stuck it together. That took me over an hour to edit that.
I
for,
know.
over an hour for a 30-second thing,
Flip. Mhm.
30 people like.
Mhm. And for me, it's finding the music.
Well, that's my favorite bit. I don't mind the
Is
music.
it? I
Mm,
think because I schedule my posts, so I edit the videos and then I schedule them, and you can't. The music or the scheduler is rubbish. It's like
yes.
plonky plonky.
Yeah.
I can't sit and I mean the thing is if I sit on my phone for any period of time, my eyes dry out and then we're really sore eyes.
Yeah.
So I do the edit and schedule them and then forget about them.
Oh, so you have a poor choice of music.
I just no, I don't have I don't put I mean sometimes I'll put good music on them, but most of the time I'll just put them out with no music on.
Mm.
Just me talking to the dogs, rabbiting away.
Yeah, I know. Well, apparently most people look at Instagram or whatever in silence, don't they?
Yeah.
I
Yes,
don't.
you always need your audio, your subtitles up.
Yeah, yeah.
You do it for the music, don't you?
I do. I think, yeah. I mean, I think ours is quite good with the music on, but if you watch it without music, it's as dry as old toast.
Yeah, but most people, well, a lot of people watch it when they shouldn't be watching, don't they?
Yeah, of course.
Under their
Yeah,
desk when they're working.
yeah. Mind you, they've always got things plugged in their ears, haven't they? Everybody's got earphones in all the time,
Mhm.
walking
Give
down the
us that.
street, or crossing the road in front of cars because they didn't hear you coming.
God, yeah. We're getting old. Okay, I'm getting old.
No, I've
You're,
always been
I'm
miserable.
older. You're old.
It's not an age thing. I've always been miserable and f found that idiotic that people, you know, do the things that they do, really.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I find it made like I've talked to people, I've said this before, but I'm so boring. But like in the morning when I'm walking the dogs, I'll see people and I'll like morning and they'll say morning, and then I might say something else,
Uh-huh.
and they blank you, they ignore you because they've got a podcast or music or whatever in their ears. So they just say good morning, and then you say something and they can't hear you because they're busy. They're otherwise engaged. I just think,
I do listen to podcasts, but I don't have headphones.
no,
I have the phone in my pocket, my top pocket, and I have it on quietly on loudspeaker.
yeah, I see people that do that as well. I hear them coming,
Well, yeah, I mean that's the other thing. If people hear me coming, it's even better, isn't it?
blaring out. Yeah, yeah, funny old times, isn't it?
Mm. But yeah, it depends. It depends which walk I'm doing, whether I have music, whether I have a podcast playing or not. And I never have one with the young one, only with the older boys.
Yeah,
Never have one with the. And if I'm
yeah.
doing any training, I don't listen to one. If I'm out one-to-one with a dog, I don't have anything on.
No, I tend not to.
In a pack walk.
I try to not. I spend enough time with stuff going on, like with scrolling through your socials or listening to stuff or whatever. So I think when I'm out on the dogs walking, I try to be more kind of mindful of that's what I'm doing and
Mhm.
looking at the changing seasons and what's around me and smiling at people and do you know what I mean? That whole thing.
Pilot people, when did that start?
Yeah, well, smiling at people, not everybody, but I do.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, most of the time I don't. It depends if I've been listening to one. Like I've been listening to the Diary of a CEO, and there's been a big debate going on between an entrepreneur and Gary Economics, who's a trader. And I started listening to it on the way in when I was driving in to the Crutherland.
Right, yeah.
It's a 2.5 hour video, a 2.5 hour podcast.
Yeah. They're long, aren't
So yeah, when I walked the dogs this morning, I finished off listening to it.
they? Yeah. See, I listen to podcasts in bed, but of course I'd fall asleep and miss most of it.
Nah, I listen to I listen. Yeah, if I'm listening to a podcast or an audiobook, I'll listen like in the shower, stuff like that.
You do, yeah, no, I don't do that.
Mm.
No. No, I put it on in bed. I like that Diary of a CEO, but again, they're so long, aren't they? I
Mm.
have to keep revisiting it.
You won't be able to listen to this one in bed because there's a lot of shouting in it.
Are they having arguments?
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
well, heated debate is how I think the word it.
Oh, I might
Mm.
have a listen to that then.
It's very interesting. And there's a couple of times I've heard myself say, "Oh, will you just shut up?"
Oh, really? Oh, that's got you fired up then. That must be good.
It really got me fired up. Yeah, there's a few times, "Oh, just shut up, will you?"
Oh God. Yeah, I like that.
Indeed.
I like him as well. He's on
He's
Dragon's
done a couple.
Den.
He did this fantastic um podcast with Evie Pompidou, I think that's her name. Anyway, she's really good. She's a Secret Service, ex-Secret Service
Mm-hmm.
girl, lady. She's written a book called Becoming Bulletproof.
All right.
And so I went and got it and listened to it on Audible, and it was fantastic.
What's it
And
about?
it's about becoming bulletproof. So it starts off,
What do you
she,
mean, bulletproof?
I'll tell you.
All right.
It starts off um, her book starts off where she's in the two towers just before the attack.
Right.
And
Wow.
the two towers she's actually buried in the rubble, and
Ooh.
she gets out of it, and then her Secret Service training, she kind of knew what was happening. She built a shelter as the towers came down. Um, it's about becoming resilient
Mm.
and learning how to deal with knocks. And it was fantastic because she's a secret, and listening to it on Audible, her husband is a Secret Service agent as well, and he asks her questions. So every so far through the book, he'll do a little interview about it.
Oh, cool.
Really interesting. I'd absolutely recommend it.
Mm.
So good.
What was the
And
podcast like? Was that
she
good?
talks about she talks about in the audiobook, she talks about all the stuff that I teach, like facial expressions, micro expressions, facial structure, all the stuff, all that wacky hippie stuff that
Oh,
I
did you?
teach. It's in the book.
What's the relevance of that to her in there?
It's in relation to communication,
All right.
how they learn how to communicate as Secret Service and what they're looking for. And yeah. So I recommend it. It is a brilliant audiobook. The podcast was good enough to make me go out and buy the audiobook. So it was that good a podcast.
Yeah, no, they are good. I might give that a listen then.
Yeah, brilliant. Really good listening. Um, yeah, some of his stuff's really good.
Yeah, he's on Dragon's Den, isn't he? As
Yeah.
well.
So is Joe.
Yeah.
What's his name now, isn't he?
Joe Wicks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a dragon now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't I don't watch it. I just saw a clip of it the other day.
Yeah, and I watch it sometimes, that and The Apprentice. That's
No,
ridiculous. Don't you watch The Apprentice?
no.
They are ridiculous. They're
That's
just
why I don't watch it.
they are the things they do.
No.
Bloody
I mean,
crazy.
I was a project manager and I watch it and I go, oh my God, you call yourself a project manager. You know.
Oh no, they're weird. I watched one the other way. The products that they come up with, they're just ridiculous. I mean, the names of them. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But
No, I know.
so what have you up to onwardly now then?
Onwardly now. Onwardly now. Um, doing my accounts, getting ready for year end. Joy of
Oh,
joy.
it's exciting.
Resting. I'm absolutely shattered after the 4 days.
Yeah, it's busy
Really
time.
intense. It was 4 full days of assessments. So it was literally assessing practical training, and then on the Friday they taught all day, so assessing teaching, and then another 2 days of assessments. And so I'm going to finish loading the videos up for them in a group so they can watch your assessments back and then do my
Oh,
accounts.
exciting. I'm I'm away next week.
Oh yeah, which
Cheers.
course? Is that your fast track course?
Fast track phase 12,
Wow,
which is behavior. So we've got no dogs. Well, we'll have dogs, but not dog handling next week. It's all,
nice.
yeah, all of that classroom stuff, which is cool.
That's nice to teach. I used to enjoy teaching that with you.
Yeah, it's not, I like all
Nice
of it.
for some interviewing skills and report writing and
Yeah,
knocking on the door,
safety,
rattling the gate.
Oh, I tell you what, while you're talking about rattling the blinking gate, that
Uh-huh.
hideous thing we had to deliver to the dog wardens. Oh, rattle the gate. Um,
They appreciate you do. You say that
yeah,
every time you say, "Oh, Rattlegate, Rattlegate," and what did they do? They thanked us
you
for
say that,
reminding them of the
yeah,
foundations.
and you always say that when I say how embarrassing that was.
You were
Um,
really embarrassed. It was funny.
oh, it's hideous that one.
It was funny.
Rattle the gate. I found a new safety app. Well, I didn't find one. I was watching Crime Watch the other day.
Okay, what is it?
Travel Guardian. So it's quite useful because on it, it's Imabi or Imabi, I think they pronounce it. Um,
Imabi Travel Guardian got it.
yeah, it's a free download, but it's got lots of stuff on it, lots of features.
Mhm.
You can download it for free. You can kind of
Ding,
switch
got
it
it.
off, tell people where you're at, let people follow you. Yeah, there's all sorts of things. There's like guides on there, all everything, lots of stuff.
Brilliant.
So yeah, just heads up for people because that's important.
Yeah, absolutely. You always always need to let know people know where you are, just in case.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that we talk about that you sort of take for granted, isn't it?
Mhm.
Because you think, we always think it's all right. We won't, you know what I mean? It's all
Yeah, you
right.
don't know. You don't know.
Um, you don't know, and mostly it is. I was talking to someone yesterday, a potential student, and she was saying
Mhm.
about, what do you do? Do you go into people's homes and blah blah blah? And I said, yeah, and I've been doing it for 30 years, and I know lots of other people that do the same job, obviously. And I've never, thankfully, touch wood, I've not had anything horrific, but there are incidents, aren't there, where
Mhm.
people are little bit strange, or you go into a house with, maybe you've got, the child's autistic or something, or, verbally aggressive or whatever.
Mhm.
So things do happen, but
They do. And I think a woman going into a strange person's house can be quite nerve-wracking at times until you get used to it. You're going into a person's house or a man's house.
mm,
Um, and especially like if you go into a strange man's house and he's got an aggressive dog, and it can all be a bit overwhelming.
yeah, it's always a bit strange, the one-on-one interaction, isn't it? I think it's when you go and see a couple or a family,
Mhm.
it's a different environment. But when
Definitely.
with a single person, I think whatever gender you are or they are, it's always a bit
Mhm.
different.
It is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, regardless of gender, it is a bit different. I think from a woman's perspective, maybe it's not so much now, but certainly years ago, from a woman's perspective, it was quite scary.
Yeah, I think with going to see like a single man,
Yeah.
the dynamics would be until you're settled and you know each other. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Initially, it's like a bit intimidating.
mm, yeah, mm, funny old job.
Funny old job, funny old life.
Yeah, it is funny old job at times.
Mm.
Yeah, well, we always say, don't we? You never know what you're walking into. You really don't.
You never know what you're walking into.
You're best prepared. You do everything you can to make sure you got as much information as you can before you go in, but you still don't know.
No, just go prepared. Prepare for the expect the unexpected.
Yeah, which is the most ridiculous saying ever.
Yeah, well, it's with the Monty Python, though, isn't it? It's expect the unexpected, and it's the Spanish Inquisition, something like that.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected as
Impossible.
much as you can.
Yeah. Yeah, just have to be mindful, don't you? And just,
Yeah, you have to be mindful. You have to be observant, and keep your wits about you.
mm, yeah. Don't get complacent. That's the thing.
Yes, do not get complacent. You'll get bit.
Don't get complacent with people or dogs.
Mhm. Yes. And on
But
that note. we're getting down at and down, and it's like, oh,
Well,
what other miserable things we can say about being a dog behaviourist?
yeah, no, I was just going to say, actually, before we go, I was going to say next time on Gun Dogs and Guard Dogs,
Uh-huh.
we've got quite an interesting one with Mick Martin, haven't we?
Oh, yes. One of my favourite trainers.
Yeah, Mick Martin from Dog Borstal fame and everything
Yeah.
else that he's done in his life, which is pretty fascinating.
K9 FX, dog filming.
Yeah. Yeah, Warner Brothers, payroll, BBC.
Yeah. All round good guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
So
really
that's
like Mick.
that
He's
one.
great.
Yeah, that's cool.
He
So that
thinks you're the best looking dog trainer.
I know, but he didn't say that on the podcast, did he? So it
I know.
can't count.
Well, I'll say it for him. Mick said you were the best looking dog trainer.
He did say that, didn't he? I'm glad
He
I
did.
had a witness.
It's true. All
Hmm.
true. All true.
I think the window cleaning.
Oh, you think the window cleaner? See, I could see you looking up and it's
Well, I
like,
can.
hello.
Dogs are barking, and there's. Oh yeah, there is.
Okay.
He'll be up there in a minute.
He'll be banging on the window.
No, he will be knocking on
Yeah,
there.
I've heard you're the best looking dog trainer in the country.
I'll go and tell him. Now I want to get out of here so he doesn't see me, so I don't have to pay him. God.
Okay, on that
Right.
note,
On that note, we
have a
should.
good week.
Yeah, I shall bid you farewell and go and
Okay.
duck out the way of the window cleaner.
Indeed. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. It's not just gun dogs and not just guard dogs, but all things canine, as we hope you have discovered. Please like, share and subscribe and help us spread a bit of common sense back into dog ownership. And a review wouldn't go amiss either. Catch up with Lez and Ross again in about 14 days for more canine conversations. Until next time, stay well and enjoy your dogs. Any dog-related questions or topics, just drop an email to talk@cfba.uk or message us via facebook.com/gundogs and guard dogs podcast.